points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, one of the points coach made in the locker room before the team is that this is a separation game. He understands that both teams are undefeated in conference play, and whoever comes out victorious today can separate and make some noise. It is going to be challenging because it is a hostile environment, so he said we've got to be sharp, communicate, and be at our best at the line of scrimmage, establish the tone with physicality, and throw that first knockout punch. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Julian saying to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Turning it on. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll pitch it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a little space. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Crosses the 45. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it in his belly. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place.
Going over the top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Spins away from one. He's running free down the middle. The 20. He's at, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They
makes the grab in their space. Inside the 50. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Second and long here. Using his feet. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Here's Underwood. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for the edge. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Play action with Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3 seconds left on the clock, just enough time to squeeze out one more play here in the first. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick give. It's Marshall. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to...
Turning on the Jets. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Runs through the tackle. Still on his feet at the 40. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, season. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back. And you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Buying time to his right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Being chased. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Motion from the wide receiver. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Say it. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Underwood. Still looking to his right. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Now on the move. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Hits inside. It's Marshall. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the 1st down.
That's one of those things in practice, coach is probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown! Buckeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. This time, he's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on. Slings it downfield. He's got it. It's a seam wide open. He is in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Kent State taking on the number 24 team, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And it's the Golden Flashes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turning it on! They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. Snags it, and there's running room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throws it off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Left side, it's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Again, it's Ncaa. Finds his man. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Out wide left, it's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Left side is Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Unleashes one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Underwood. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Turns upfield. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Snags it and he's open. The 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Here's Underwood to throw. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Misjudges it a bit and muffs it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They go to the counter. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Julian with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Saying from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
Just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play. Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Left side is Marshall. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. Makes the tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd and long here. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They want to run this quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Throw it, say it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Bunch formation for these receivers. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Underwood. Look out. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Marshall. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Changing the routes with his receivers. Motion from the back. Say it. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
This is a big field goal attempt as they try to get back to a one-possession game. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Marshall. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll come up and take the knee. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.